Welcome to Act on Insomnia, a channel that helps you let go of sleep struggles using proven non-medicinal methods and based on the principles of acceptance and understanding your struggles. In this video, we're going to look at why coffee won't actually have any impact on your insomnia. It's a question that's often asked on insomnia communities because coffee is so strongly associated with sleep. It's something that many people love, but it's also something that people with insomnia often have a complicated relationship with. But the truth is, the relationship doesn't need to be complicated. I'd like to start by saying that, of course, I'm not denying that coffee is a stimulant. It contains caffeine, which stimulates the central nervous system and can promote alertness and increase energy. People respond very differently to it, and some people's bodies are far more sensitive than others to the effects of caffeine. There's no doubt that too much caffeine can cause sleep disruption in some people. On the other hand, there are many people whose sleep is unaffected by coffee. In many cultures, it's common to drink coffee after an evening meal. Probably doesn't happen as much nowadays, as people are more aware of the potential health effects of caffeine. I think it may be a generational thing, but as an example, my parents used to drink coffee after almost every meal, and they never had the slightest problem sleeping. The point is, insomnia is an internally driven phenomenon. It is created and maintained by the brain. It is never created by external forces. Because external forces may cause sleep disruption, but they cannot cause insomnia, which is a deep-seated anxiety stemming from a fear of sleeplessness. For more information on this, on the actual definition of insomnia, I'll direct you to another video of mine called What is Insomnia, and you can find the link to that in the description to this video. Before we explore this concept further, I'd like to draw on my own personal experience with coffee when I was struggling with sleep. In the depth of my insomnia, I cut out coffee completely. Like most insomniacs, I did this religiously, along with lots of other sleep efforts, like taking sleep supplements, or self-hypnosis, or mindfulness in the middle of the night, in an unsuccessful attempt to force sleep, not knowing that sleep cannot be forced, and any efforts to make yourself sleep only push sleep further away. But it was actually during my path out of insomnia that I began to notice my strange relationship with coffee. The path out of insomnia is never linear. And like most people who have taken this journey, I had periods of sleeping well and periods of poor sleep when the insomnia returned, what Daniel Erickson refers to as speed bumps. During these speed bumps, I would be hypervigilant with my coffee drinking. No coffee after midday, never more than one, and spending a lot of time thinking about it and calculating the potential effects that this coffee might have on my sleep during the night. But when I was sleeping well, I could pretty much have a coffee at any time of the day, even late in the afternoon, and it would have no impact on my sleep. It would be easy to draw a rather strange conclusion from this, that coffee equals good sleep, and no coffee equals bad sleep, because that was effectively what was happening. But of course, that wasn't the case. I realized that actually I had the relationship the wrong way round. Coffee wasn't affecting my sleep. Rather, my sleep was affecting my lifestyle, of which coffee played a part. So, when I was sleeping well, I felt more free and more liberated, and I could do the things I wanted to do, like have a nice coffee in the middle of the afternoon, and it wouldn't affect me. However, when I was sleeping badly, I was tense, I was overthinking things, and not allowing myself the things I would have liked to do for fear of impacting my sleep. Of course, the truth was staring me in the face. My sleep was already bad. Having a coffee in the afternoon wasn't going to make it any worse. So what can we learn from this? We can learn that it's easy to become a prisoner of insomnia, to put it on a pedestal and let it run your life. But this, of course, reinforces to your brain that insomnia is a threat or an opponent to do battle with. All the sleep efforts and lifestyle changes you make, giving up coffee, stopping going out late in the evening, taking sleep supplements, these are weapons that you use to defeat your opponent, but it can't be defeated in this way. In fact, you're sustaining it as you are fueling the brain's desire to keep you safe. The more it detects a battle, the harder the brain will work to keep you safe. And how does it keep you safe? By keeping you alert. That's why hyperarousal shows up at night and in the daytime when the very thought of sleep crosses your mind. But when we let go of struggle and try to start doing the things that we want to do despite our insomnia, we signal to our brain that we are safe. Uncomfortable maybe, but safe. And it is this gradual process which retrains the brain and lets it know that sleeplessness, or wakefulness, is not a threat. And once the brain no longer detects a threat, it will switch off the hyperarousal because it no longer needs to be on guard to protect you. Now, I'm not saying that you should start drinking coffee in the middle of the night, or drinking lots of coffee if you know your body has a particular sensitivity to it. But what I am saying is that the very small effects a cup of coffee may have on your energy levels are minuscule compared to the huge levels of hyperarousal generated by your brain every time you reinforce the message that insomnia is a threat or a predator to do battle with. By living your life in the way you would like to, you are signaling to your brain that sleeplessness is not a threat and that you are safe. And it is from these internal conditions that sleep will naturally emerge.